You are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here.
What we're doing here today with this stupid attempt to hold Hunter Biden in contempt when he has come forward to say he will testify and give you everything you want, as the chairman of the committee repeatedly offered in public.
This was in Congress yesterday. Dramatic moments on Capitol Hill as Hunter Biden made that surprise appearance at a House Oversight Committee hearing on Wednesday. They were weighing a contempt of Congress charge against him for defying a subpoena. That resolution ultimately passed, along with one from the Judiciary Committee, and now it moves on to the full House. But what a day of chaos. Joining us now is member of the Oversight Committee himself and a good friend to the show, Congressman Tim Burchett, Republican from Tennessee. Congressman, there's no theater like the halls of Congress. Yesterday was mayhem. Your initial thoughts when you looked up and you saw Hunter Biden and his legal team appear out of nowhere?
Well, I was going into the building, actually, and I saw the two Suburbans pull up, taxpayer-funded Suburbans with their sirens going, and I thought, what the heck's going on? And I kept getting texts from reporters all morning about, did I think Hunter Biden would show up? And obviously, they were tipped off to it. So were the Democrats. They had reserved 4 seats on the front row for him. And as it turns out, Hunter Biden is doing his own documentary. I'm not sure if it's a poor old me, Hunter Biden. They're coming after me because I received $20 million and didn't pay any taxes. But I would pretty much predict that his documentary, more people will be watching the reruns on the Cartoon Network than would be watching the Hunter Biden story.
So do you think that's what his purpose was the documentary, or do you think there was more to it, a legal reason for he and Abby Lowell than just documentary purposes?
It's hard to say because when Marjorie Taylor Greene got the mic, they got up. And, I've heard responses said they were there 30 minutes. They weren't there 30 minutes. I mean, if you were to count the time they got out of the car and the time they got back in their car, maybe. But it was just for show. It's just thumbing their nose at the system. There is two systems of justice in this country. There's people like the Bidens and that can get away with anything, and then there's the rest of us. We've seen it with the Epstein stuff with those folks. Where in the world does average citizens get by with this kind of nonsense? But in Washington, D.C., and in the ruling class. Ma'am, this is not a swamp anymore. It is an open sewer, and this is just a prime example of it. This was all staged. The Democrats knew he was coming. The press knew he was coming. The only people who didn't know he was coming was the Republicans.
Yeah,
and
you and all
frankly,
your committee members.
I felt like he should have been let out of there in chains.
Let me ask you this. They spoke, they gaggled with the press yesterday. Hunter Biden's lawyer says his client has been more than willing to talk. Take a quick listen.
Hunter chose a hearing where Republicans could not distort, manipulate, or misuse that testimony. Honoring and then ignoring that invitation and proving once again that they cared little about the truth and wanted only to, quote, move the needle of political support.
Congressman, what's your response to that? And also, would Republicans rather not hear from Hunter at all than to have him, testify in front of the world publicly?
Well, first of all, whenever you do this, the rules basically, and they've been this way since I've gotten here, is that you have the initial interview in private because things are discussed, kind of the benchmarks are put forth. You have confidential things you're talking about, maybe Social Security numbers, bank records, things like that you don't want out in public. Maybe someone who is innocent brought into it that shouldn't be brought into it. And those are the kind of things that you do in private. And that's why they do them in private. And that's why they've done them in private in the history of Congress. They're trying to rewrite the rules as they go. And again, two systems of justice are the Biden and the ruling class, and then there's the rest of us. And that's exactly what they're doing. Their lawyers know that. The press doesn't know to ask those questions, or they don't want to ask those questions. The national media, they have so much invested in this clown show of a White House that they continue to cover for them because they've got a safe face, but they realize that they've made a huge mistake with this bunch. And that's why I think the Democrats...
That's where we're certainly trying to be different.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.